Hello everyone, my name is Woodler and welcome to the 88 preview for Swansea versus Arsenal. This one ought to be a tough test, and I'm actually going to put the prediction right at the beginning. I don't know what the score's going to be, it's probably going to be quite tight, but I'm actually going to predict for the first time this season, except for Chelsea, I'm going to predict a defeat to Swansea for a couple reasons. One, they tend to beat us. They beat us both times last season and they've had previous victories over us. And the other thing is that we're missing Walcott. And in fact, we're missing a lot of pacey players. We've lost Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. I'm going to guess Joel Campbell is going to come in for that right wing position. And he has yet to show anything when he's on the ball. He can work off the ball, which I think will actually quite help if he plays. But on the ball, nothing so far. I'm going to ignore recent form. I mean, obviously Arsenal lost midweek. That's not great, but I don't think the players will be too affected by that. Swansea's form have been pretty terrible. They beat Aston Villa, but when Chelsea can beat Aston Villa comfortably, you know that Aston Villa aren't very good. And even though Arsenal's form has been pretty good, I'm still going to ignore it for this one. Arsenal's form has been good before we got so many injuries all at once. I mean, the likes of Ramsey being missed is quite big, but Oxlade-Chamberlain can just about take that mantle from him. I don't think he provides as much, but he can still offer something slightly different on that right wing side, and also he offers a lot of pace for a counter-attack, and I feel like counter-attack against Swansea would actually be a very good idea. It's something we've not been able to do before. It's something that Swansea actually do against us successfully over and over again. They've played against this Giroud type formation before. They've beaten us twice in last season, even though we had Alexis Sanchez. Before that, they were still having some success against us. If we still had Walcott, and I think he would be playing if we did have him, then Swansea have to prepare for, well, they can prepare and sort of remind themselves what to do against a Giroud Arsenal. But they'd have to create a new plan for what to do against a Walcott Arsenal, because the two styles are completely different. But we don't have that. And they'll have known that, and they'll just be preparing for what they've prepared for in previous seasons. And I think they're going to be well equipped for this match. There's also the fact that we've got Bayern on Wednesday, and we've got to go to Bavaria in order to play them. So we're going to have to prepare for that as well. I think Arsene is going to stick with our best 11 that we have available to us. I think Joel Campbell will be on the right, but that will be the only change. I think Bellerin will come in, Monreal will come in, Alexis and Ozil, Giroud up top. I think that's how it will go. I think Arsene's hand is going to be forced for this game. I think he has to go with Giroud up top. Therefore, we have to play the way that we've been playing last season, which can be successful, or it can work horribly against a Swansea side that know how to play against it. I think it's one of those where we're just going to have to hope that by playing the Arsenal way, by having all the possession and passing it all around, that we're not susceptible to the counter-attack. Perhaps Gabriel will come in and try and help us with that instead of Mertesacker, so that pace isn't quite such an issue that we'll have. And it's just going to be one of those where we dominate the ball and it's all about, all right, well, can we get that first goal? If we can get that first goal, then perhaps we can go on to win the match. If we concede the first goal, then we're in a lot of trouble. We're in a very tough period. We've got 3 very difficult games. I think away to Swansea for the Premier League may actually be the toughest, because at home to Tottenham, I think with the crowd on side, I think we'll have enough against Tottenham. Away to Bayern Munich, I mean, well, that's a totally different type. But if we can just at least try and get the 2 wins in the Premier League, if we can manage that, then we get the international break, then players will come back and we'll hopefully be ready to kick on again. Fortunately, the international breaks are actually coming at a decent time for Arsenal, because the last time the international break came, we got a couple of players back from injury. They just got to spend their time not in an international break and not hurting themselves, and instead they were working on getting back to full fitness. That looks like it's going to happen again. We've got to keep our fingers crossed again for the international break that no more injuries come about. But hopefully an international break will actually be a good thing for Arsenal. That'll do it for this preview. Thank you all for watching. If you'd like to check out the ATA Facebook page, we've got everything that you'd like to see Arsenal. It's a link in the description. Check it out. If you'd like to see more of me, there's an annotation on the screen and there's a link in the description. I do a wonderful FIFA channel. It is not in German, so I don't know why I'm doing this. Thanks for watching. I will see you all on Sunday. Fingers crossed for the Arsenal. Hopefully we don't slip up in Wales. Hopefully come back to England with all the points in the bag, and hopefully we can go top of the table. I will see you all on Sunday. See ya.